So this is a webinar replay of my most recent webinar. Initially, we're going to do a quick exercise so you can see how much money you're potentially losing every year by not filling up empty slots on your calendar. So then we're going to get in how to actually solve it by filling up your book. So my three-step process that allows you to get fully booked on autopilot without relying on social media. So if you're ready, go ahead and comment ready in the chat and want to get into the webinar. Also like this video and subscribe if you're new here. Now, how many more clients can you handle per week? This is also the empty slots that are left on your calendar every week. So how many more clients can you handle per week? Put that number in your calculator and put that number in the chat. How many more clients can you handle per week? 2, 12, 50, 10, 10, 25, 10, 7, 10. Okay. Now you're going to multiply that number by the average cost of your services. So what is the average cost of your services? Put that number into the chat as well. So multiply the average number of clients you can handle per week, like new clients, and the average cost of your services. You're going to multiply those numbers together, and you're going to put that number into the chat, the total. So 700, 500, 500. 2,500, 1,650. Okay, those are our totals. Now you're going to multiply that number by 4. The number that you're putting in the chat, multiply that by 4, then put that into the chat. Okay, 2K, 66, 68. So to be clear, this is what we're losing every month by not solving our client getting problem. Every empty slot left on our calendar every month is costing us this amount of money. Now you're going to multiply that number by 12 and put that number into the chat. Don't be shy. 33,000, 42,000. So this is what we're losing in the year. This is what they call an ignorance tax. Until we can figure out how to solve this problem, we're going to be taxed this number every year. Put a 1 in the chat if you want. I have a calculator that you can play with. It's called a revenue loss calculator. You can essentially put your cost of your services in here. Let's say 125. And let's say it's a 2-hour service. Then let's say you have like 30 empty slots on your calendar. It'll do all of this math for you. It's like this is what you lose in a second, a minute, an hour, a day, a week, a month. Anybody want this? If so, put a 1 in the chat. I'll paste the link. Okay, the link is in the chat. Put it in the chat one more time. Make sure y'all get that. Then it'll show you, well, hey, if you can't fill up all 100, 100%, but you can do 50, it'll like this is what you can recoup. So just thought I'd share that. Again, the link for that is in the chat. Okay, screenshot y'all numbers, make it your screensaver, like print it out, put it somewhere. You have to be aware of this because if we're not, we're always gonna like ignore it. Really quickly, follow me on Instagram at iGrowSalons. Tag me in your story to win a free coaching call. This part is optional. Again, my Instagram is iGrowSalons. If you want a chance to win a free coaching call, I'll pick a winner at the end of the call. All you have to do is follow me, tag me in your story. You can like screenshot the slide or something. Then I'll pick a winner for a free coaching call at the end. Hey, I just got in. I'm doing hair right now, so I really can't text. Okay, no problem. Everyone clear on this? Put a yes in the chat. Follow me on Instagram. Tag me in your story. Win a free coaching call. Let me get 5 yeses in the chat. I'll move on. 2, 3, 4. There we go. Okay, so we're going to get into the presentation. 3 steps, my 3-step process to getting fully booked in 2025 without having to rely on social media. Someone called me out in my content and say it's a little disingenuous by saying you don't have to be on social media. What I mean by this is we don't have to rely on creating content. Obviously, we run ads or, we're on Instagram, we're on social media, but we don't have to create content. Essentially what I'll also be showing you is I developed this through my wife. She don't like creating content at all. That person doesn't own a business. I don't. I think it was like a ghost page. They were just giving me a hard time. But I know she don't like creating content. I know a lot of hairstylists, even if you don't like it, y'all probably do take. Put a one in the chat that sounds like you. You probably take content of your clients, but you don't post it. Between like life and running your business and everything else under the sun, you just never get around to posting. So I know this is a serious problem in the hair industry. So I'm like, well, what can we do to not have to rely solely on posting all the time? So that's what I'll be presenting to you tonight. And it's brought to you by AI, which is our all-in-one booking software, as well as I Grow Salons, which is my brand where I help beauty businesses scale their businesses using ads. Really quickly type thank you in the chat to thank yourself for showing up. A lot of people sign up for these things and don't even bother to show. So they're not even taking at least the first step to solving this. Some of us have like 6 figure per year problems. Like we're literally missing out on 6 figures worth of business. Expectations. I'm going to cover how we're using AI and my 3-step process to get fully booked in our business as well as my clients. If you see the value in our system and feel like it can help you get fully booked, you can sign up at the end. If that's cool with you, put a yes in the chat and I'll move on. Thank you, me. um, Now, the purpose of this webinar. My name is Troy. I'm the owner of iGrow Salons. In the next 60 minutes, you're going to learn my exact strategy that's getting me and my wife's hair business fully booked every month without having to be on the content creation hamster wheel or having to be on social media all day. And again, what I mean by that is we don't have to post. Posting for her is optional because we literally have ads running 24/7 all like every day. Ads never turn off. This is her page. If I want to check her out, ask her any questions. Dallas Hair Extensions. This is my page. If you're not already following me, I Grow Salons. Who this is for is for styles that want to make more money, become financially free, as well as create generational wealth. It's also for styles that want to learn how to control their income so they can have more time to spend with family, be able to travel, be able to invest, all without failing in business. This is also for styles that are tired of inconsistent clientele and not being fully booked. Now, don't forget at the end of the webinar, I'm going to give you a special link you can use to access the slides from today. I'll also be picking that one person to win that free one-on-one coaching call. Keep in mind, you have to watch until the end in order to get the link. So just make sure you stick around. Now, I know there are a bunch of distractions, but the strategy that I'm going to be sharing with you tonight will allow you to take control of your income as well as change your life. I don't want you to miss a single crucial step. So please make a commitment to stay in focus. Put control my income in the chat if you can commit to give me your full attention and staying until the end. Again, put control my income in the chat. I would love to work with you. Question middle rebrand, hoping we can chat. Yeah, definitely. Again, put control my income in the chat. Now, why am I even qualified? Probably like, who is this guy? Here's a little quick story on me. I started learning digital marketing back in 2016. Digital marketing meaning marketing online, whatever that may be. So ads, SEO, Pinterest, YouTube, TikTok, all of that stuff. Well, I don't even think TikTok existed, but every platform we could try to find customers on, that's like digital marketing. I was personally struggling to gain traction in my own business to get clients, so I hired a coach. That coach advised me to focus on providing my services for hairstylists and salons. How we landed on that, he was like, hey, make a list of the industries that your closest relatives are in. 5 out of 10 were hairstylists. My wife at the time was a hairstylist. She wasn't actively doing hair. She was working like a normal job. Sister does hair. Mom does hair. So like that's literally my network. Now I asked Allison, hey, you still have interest in doing hair? She said yes, and that's how I got started into this industry. So I used what I learned as far as digital marketing and applied it to her business in 2017. We literally worked out a spare room in her mom's house. I was doing the marketing, she was doing the hair. This was like one of her first clients. This was July 27 or 28, 2017. Then we upgraded to an office suite in 2018. By 2019, we was also selling hair and wigs. COVID happened. We shut everything down. Went strictly into selling digital products. So like courses, vendors lists, like that type of stuff. Also, during this time, I had begun working with other hairstylists, salon owners, PMUs, lash techs, wig makers, hair extension brands, and more. So far, we've been able to help my clients personally generate not about $10 million in sales, then $2.5 million in sales for these two clients alone. This is just the back end of Facebook Ads Manager. Now, remember, we shut everything down 2020, 2023. Allison decided to start doing hair again. What she was doing at the time was passing out business cards, doing word of mouth marketing, which led to a few clients here and there. Put a yes in the chat if you pass out cards still, or flyers, or do any referral based word of mouth style marketing. And not saying that stuff works. We all know it works, but it can be a little time consuming if you have to go sit there and pass out cards every day. And we know how referral goes. It works, but if it's hit or miss sometimes. Sometimes you like booked out next week. It's like, I don't know if I want to do hair anymore. Now I have been using a new strategy in my business to get clients, and it had been working extremely well. So I say, you know what? Let me try this on her business. Now, even though our businesses are unrelated, we all need the same thing. We need people knowing that we exist. Then we need systems in place to transact with these people. So in December 2023, I got involved and implemented my three-step strategy. This was her calendar in November. So she had 5 appointments. December, 15 consults, 5 bookings. January, 20 consults, 8 bookings. So now the consults are starting to roll into actual appointments. February, 20 consults, 30 appointments. And by March, she was fully booked. Now, imagine being able to get new clients on autopilot, being able to spend more time working on your business instead of in your business, being able to hit your income goals, being able to spend more time with your family, being able to travel more. Imagine what your life would be like after you know exactly how to get fully booked and never have to worry about where your next client is coming from. Could you imagine being able to have money you need to travel when you want, money to provide better experience for your family, also having money to invest in your side ventures? If you can envision this for yourself, put life changing in the chat. Again, if you can envision this for yourself, put life changing in the chat. And this is us. I don't know. My daughter's always throwing up gang signs for some reason, but this is us at Eddie V's in Denver on vacation. And this is perfect for people that want to move to another city. Like, you literally, again, we'll get into it. But when you're running ads, you literally, let's say you're in LA this week and you're going to go to Atlanta next week. You literally can just switch your location from LA to Atlanta. Now your ads are being served in Atlanta, getting you clients in Atlanta. Really quickly before we get into everything, I'm going to play this testimonial from Shannon with that's Blush Brows on Instagram with a Z. Feel free to reach out to her if you like. When I started working with her, she was getting about 1 to 5 clients per week. After we implemented our strategies, she was getting about 13 to 15 clients per week. So I'm going to press play. As soon as y'all hear her audio, like her speak, put a 1 in the chat so I can know that everyone's hearing everything clearly.
How's it going?
Doing well. How are you?
I'm doing good. Are you with a
I'm
client?
sorry. I actually am.
Oh,
I'm working, but I wanted to hop on for a minute. So if you don't see me, of course, I'm putting my phone down. But I wanted to
okay,
hop
no
in
problem.
for a minute just to speak up. I love it when you go live. I can't always get on, but sometimes I'm with a client and I like to chime in because I admire you so much. Um, but I don't know if how many people are on this live, but this definitely you changed my life, like seriously. When I think when I first reached out to you, my business, I had like 235 followers on Instagram. Um, I my clients per week were ranging anywhere from 1 to 4, maybe 1 to 5 max on a good week. If I had 5 clients that week, that was a really good week. But some weeks I would have one client and I was charging $300 and my booth rental was 165 a week. So that would leave me with a profit of $135. But I made sure that I tied on that $135. And I also made sure that I reached out to people that were smarter than me and that knew more than me. You know, I wasn't trying to figure out everything to do with my business. And when I came across your information, I immediately took action and I reached out to you and asked you, could you help me? You know, I know your business is grow salons, and I don't technically have a hair salon, but I wanted to know if you could help me grow my business. And basically, I was like a case study for you.
Yeah.
And in this case, oh baby, did it work? It worked so well. Like right now, I'm literally, and then the crazy thing is, this was right before Thanksgiving, right? So we're not that
Mhm.
far away. I'm literally booked out till April.
That's crazy.
I'm doing, yeah, it is bananas. Like I'm doing anywhere from 15 to 18 clients a week. Um, and we're talking $400 services per client. So,
But
and I also I wasn't afraid to, like, I think that a lot of the times people want to coach, but then when the coach wants to coach them in the game, they want to put their own twist. You know, I'm gonna bring it around my
yeah.
back and I'm a double hoop it. Or if that is even really a thing, like if you're the coach, take the advice and make the investment if you want to grow the business, if you have the expertise in that. So right now, I'm probably spending anywhere from $2,000 to $2,500 a month on ads, but I just had a $5,900 week.
And not even a big deal to you.
Correct. So you have to make the investment. I really hope that my testimony helps somebody. I just want to jump in just for a quick minute, just so that I could, say that. But if you have any questions, then I could definitely answer them. I literally have a client right now. No
I definitely appreciate you hopping on.
No problem. Anytime. I mean, I just think that um, if you have a business and you just think that people are going to find you, that's not going to happen. You have to put yourself in front of the people. I knew my work was good, but they didn't know that I existed. So now they know I exist, and it's working well. So thank you so much. And I'm going to get with you soon because I know I've been slacking.
By the way, she did one coaching call and I never heard from her ever again. I'm like, it must be working.
Yes, like I had 6 calls, but I've only done one call. And do you know that the same ad is running? It has like literally over 100 and something thousand views.
Just want to share that really quick before we get started. And put a yes in the chat if you can envision yourself having the same transformation as Shannon. And the reason I want to share this with you is because, we obviously called out to hairstylists, but we have a mix of industries on this call, and she does permanent makeup. So I just wanted to, let everyone know, regardless of what type of services you offer or what field you're in, these systems and strategies have been proven to work across any industry. Now put a yes in the chat if you heard of any of the following. This is how they typically tell you to get clients. They post multiple times per day, do hashtags, word of mouth, Facebook group, TikTok, all of that stuff. And not to say that this stuff doesn't work. Um, Hashtags don't work. Not to say that this stuff doesn't work, but it's not the most effective, especially if you have to juggle doing hair and running your business all of this at the same time. Now, today I'll be showing you my 3-step process for getting fully booked without having to do any of this. I'll be showing you a new method to get fully booked that I perfected while working on my wife's hair business, as well as 20 plus other service professionals. But before we get into the 3 steps, on a level of 1 to 10, how bad do you want to be fully booked and in control of your income? 10 meaning you need this yesterday. Ooh, I don't think sevens belong here. 10, 10, 20, 100, 10. You're a 7, you may be in the wrong room. Put a yes in the chat if you're ready to dive in. So 3 steps to getting fully booked. Secret one is going to be funnels. Put a 1 in the chat if you know what a funnel is. If you don't know where, we're going to dive into what a funnel is. Funnel is just another word for a website, but it's a purpose-built website. And its purpose is to get us more bookings. Secret two is going to be traffic. Put a yes in the chat if you've run ads before. because I'm active. I just need some more wisdom. Hey, secret three is going to be follow up. So these are the three secrets: funnels, traffic, follow up. Secret one, funnel slash booking sites that turn visitors into booked appointments. Now, imagine a traditional website, like a department store, has 20 plus exits. People wander, people get decision fatigue. A funnel, you can imagine this as a cashier only pop up shop, one door in, one checkout, built to sell one thing fast. Put a yes in the chat. This makes sense. Again, a funnel is a website, but it's purpose built for one thing, to ensure that we get the most people that we want to take the desired action. And in all of our cases, we want more bookings. And I'll show you an example of a few funnels. Put a yes in the chat if we currently use a booking site. So I'm going to show you an acuity site. I hope whoever owns this site is not on here. It's not to pick on anyone. I literally went to Google and I searched acuity and frontal. Like that's all I searched. And it gave me a list of acuity sites that did frontals. Now I'm going to show you a traditional booking site and I'm going to show you a high converting booking funnel. You tell me which one you prefer. Okay, so this is the first one. Traditional booking site. And again, this is fine to get started. I'm not demonizing this. Let me show you one more time. This is option one. Now this is option two. Now you tell me which one you would prefer to represent your business. Which one you would prefer to use. Looking at this, do you understand why this would turn more of your traffic into an appointment? Play that one more time. Remember, if we're doing hair, we're selling transformation. So the highlight of our converting site, booking site should be our work. Then on top of that, there's an about us section so you can learn more about the stylist. Then there's a FAQ section. You wouldn't believe how many people don't book your services because of unanswered questions. Not about policy, not about late people or if you can bring kids, but simple questions like how long does the sewing last, or how long does locks last, or how to maintain. So we stress that anytime you're building out a funnel or a booking site, you must include simple things such as FAQ. Now, key elements of a high converting booking site. Step one is going to be the landing page. This is where someone becomes aware of you, aware of your offer, aware of your work. So we call this the awareness stage. And I'm going to show you an example. Step two is going to be opt in. So I've consumed the content on your website. I've seen your work, seen your FAQ. Now I'm ready to take the next step. That's where they become a lead. Most of us right now have booking sites or websites that don't have the ability to capture a lead unless they book an appointment. And why this is bad is because 98 to 99% of the people that visit your booking site for the first time are not ready to book. They're just coming to get information. And how we lose them is not capturing lead information to follow up with them to get them to come back and book. So when we build funnels, we have the step one landing page. Step two, they opt in, they become a lead, they're considering. Then step three is where they actually book an appointment. So I'm going to walk you through this process. This is a landing page for one of our offers, a 425 sew-in plus hair deal. The only button on this page, remember this is a funnel. The only button on this page is the claim offer and book now button, because we're trying to funnel someone into a desired action, and that desired action is a booked appointment. Put a yes in the chat if this is making sense. It's literally the only thing that they can click. We don't want anyone on an about us page or a contact us page or a gallery. We don't want them clicking around. That's why we put all relevant information they need on this one page. This is the funneling part. So they view our work, they view FAQ, view about us, view all of the information. The most important information we leave at the top. Remember, I say with the funnel, we promote one thing. I know most of y'all have many services. That's why I asked at the beginning, what service do you want more clients for? What's your most profitable service? What do you specialize in? Let's promote that. $425 sewing bundle, hair included. They click this claim offer and book now button. It takes them to step 2, this pop up. They cannot see our calendar unless they give us their name, phone number, and email. So they fill out, and this is filtering. The reason why we do this is we want to filter people out. We don't want tire kickers. We don't want people that's going to waste time. We don't want any of that. We're trying to filter everyone out to make sure the only people that actually see our calendar are serious people. So name, phone number, email. Once they click on redeem your 10% coupon, it takes them to the next step. It's step 3. Now they get to see the calendar. Is this making sense for everybody so far? So if they make it to this page and they don't book an appointment, guess what's happening in the background? They're getting texts and valuable emails until they book. And we're going to send them texts and emails about what they showed interest. They showed interest in the sewing. Maybe we didn't fully answer all of the questions they had on their mind on our website. So now it's time to start texting and emailing them at least once a week until they're ready to book. Does this make sense? This is how we can automatically follow up with interested leads and also not have to worry about being on social media. This is working for us in the background, doing the same thing that social media does. Social media gets you awareness. It gets you attention. This is doing the same thing. The only difference is we control our own list. Everybody that signs up or opts in or they're on a list that we own. We don't have to worry about algorithms or being shadow banned or any of that stuff. Is this making sense for everybody so far? Put a yes in the chat. So everybody that makes it this far, they get to go ahead and book and pay their deposit and go to the next step, which is the confirmation page. Super simple process. Now, on top of all of that, we get to track and we get to see numbers and we get to understand like how our business is working. These are example numbers. Let me break down why this is important. I see a lot of people, they'll post on social media like things are slow or like it's the economy, it's the algorithm. But in reality, no one knows their numbers. If I were to say, we have 57 people on here, and if I were to say, honestly, how many of you know how many people visited your booking site in, what month are we in? What is it, September? How many people visited your booking site in August? How many of you can honestly say yes? Put a 1 in the chat. It's going to be a very, 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 very small percentage. And that's an issue. Here's why. Let's say these are example numbers for us for September. 300 people visited our landing page. So we can see out of 300 people on average, we're going to get a 25% opt-in. So out of 300 people that visit that page, 75 people are going to give us their contact info. Out of those 75 people, 25 people are going to book and pay. Here's why this is important. If you know in October to hit your income goals, you need 50 people to book and pay. First person that answers this correctly will win a free coaching call. If in October you need 50 people to book and pay, how many landing page views do you need in October? Okay, Coach Nikki G, you won. Just DM me on Instagram. Say, hey, I guessed correctly, or not guess, but I answered correctly. That's why knowing your numbers is important because a lot of times we're just guessing and we're measuring the wrong things. And in reality, we probably just needed more people to see our website or see our funnel or see our landing page. Now we get to control how many bookings we get based on what we're spending on ads or how many people we're sending to our landing page. So earlier when I was saying control my income, this is what I mean. Like if my wife wants to take off for October, she know what lever she need to pull in September to make what money she needs to make in September so she can take off for October or however you like to play it. Is this making sense for everybody so far? On top of we're funneling people that are ready to do business with us, we get to see our numbers and track stuff. Now we have a better understanding of how our business works and we're not like just guessing. A good booking site is clientme.ai. Put a one in the chat if you do not know the conversion rate of your booking site. You don't know the conversion rate of your booking site. Put a one in the chat. If we want to be fully booked, we need to be able to measure and track what's happening in our business. With all of the technology that we have access to now, we no longer need to guess about like why stuff is happening. We literally could just go look at our numbers. Some people think you only need a booking site. You can run your business off of Google Calendar. You can write down your appointments. You can use StyleSeat. You can use Acuity. You can use Vagaro. You can. Booking sites work. Google Calendars work. Writing your appointments down. All of that stuff works. But these systems are not most effective when you're trying to scale. When you're trying to get fully booked out, we need systems in place to, number one, get people in our business booking. Number two, follow up. And we also need to be able to track numbers. Most of the options that we currently use just don't have all of the features you need to properly run and scale your business. Now, the truth is, regular booking sites also don't convert as well as high converting booking sites. The average booking site converts visitors at about 1% on average. That means one out of every 100 visitors that visit your booking site they're going to book. High converting booking sites convert at about 5 to 10%. That means out of the same 100 visitors you send over to a high converting booking site, you're going to get about 5 to 10 bookings. This change alone will allow you to see a 5x in your normal bookings. And no, you don't need to switch. Most funnel softwares will integrate directly with your existing calendar. And here's proof. Allie went from getting 2 to 3 clients per week using the QE to 1 to 2 bookings per day when she switched over to a high converting booking site. And this is the back end of our client meet AI software. And this is just her appointments. Now, you might also be thinking, I don't understand how high converting booking sites will work if I understand tech, work if my services are too expensive, how it will work if I already have a booking site. Truth is, you don't even have to set up your own high converting booking site. We'll literally give you one of ours to copy and paste into your business. High converting booking sites work for any service at any price point. We have people selling $100 lock retwist revamp service, $2,500 to $3,000 cape tip services, all the way up to $15,000 to $20,000 countertop jobs. Regardless of what it is that you do, what you sell, high converting booking sites or funnels work, and they can work alongside your existing booking site. Put a yes in the chat if you're clear on what funnels are and how they can benefit your business. If you're not clear, you can raise your hand or put your question in the chat. If you're clear, put yes in the chat. Siobhan, am I saying your name right? You can unmute. Siobhan,
Yes, that's my name.
did you have a question?
I just came in, so I don't know what the funnels are.
If you just I'll do a Q&A at the end. If you missed all of the funnel section, I'll just I can do a Q&A for you at the end.
Okay.
Okay, so that was secret one. Secret two is automatic awareness. So using ads to get your business in front of people that actually want to book with you. Put a 2 in the chat if you've ever saw an ad and purchased or booked or signed up for something. Can you not run ads and connect it to Acuity? Great question. Okay, so we do have some questions. What's your opinion of Gloss Genius? Gloss Genius has a beautiful UI, user interface. um, that's my opinion on that. It's good. It's definitely good for a booking site. I also just learned that I think Gloss Genius does have like some automations built in. It's not a full CRM like our software is, but it's definitely good for running your business. Um, can you not run ads and connect it? You can run ads to Acuity. Here's the issue. Most booking sites don't allow for a pixel. And what a pixel does is allow Facebook to track what people do once they get on your site. Because if you have a booking site and Facebook can't see what people are doing once they get on your site, how does Facebook know who to get your ads in front of? So that's the first thing. Now, I do believe Acuity allows for a pixel. The thing about Acuity is I don't believe Acuity has like tracking. Does Acuity show you the conversion rate of your booking site? Also, the layout and design of Acuity is not great for conversions. So I personally would never run ads to an Acuity site because it could be hit or miss without you having accurate tracking. You can try it. I have run ads to Acuity sites in the past, like the 2020 pass, and they did work, but traffic was really, 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 really cheap. And anytime you have really, really cheap traffic, pretty much all your ads are always going to work. So those are some things to consider. As ad costs go up, meaning it costs us more money to get our ads shown, we have to be very, very airtight about everything. How we're presenting our actual ad content, who our ads are being targeted to, where we're actually sending the ad traffic to. All of this stuff matters like now. So hopefully that answers your question. How do you get them run consistently? Sorry. Um, if your ads work, you forever let them run. We never turn them off. So that's how you would let them run all the time, but consistently. They have to work. Other than that, if they don't work, ads are actually going to cost money out of your own pocket. I'll show you a case study at the end where one of my clients is getting about 80 to 100 new bookings per month, literally like for free. Because as someone books an appointment, it's costing her about $20 on average to get one person to book, but she has a deposit of $25. So as soon as that person books, they have to give her $25, and she literally could take 20 out of the 25 and pass that to Facebook. So her cost is pretty much break even up front. So everything at the end is profit. What's your opinion on high level? AI is a white label version of high level. So that's my opinion. I think it's the best. I use it to run my own business. Um, One more time. Sorry, I see we have two. Put a two in the chat if you ever saw an ad and purchased or booked or signed up for something. That should be everyone on this call, because I served y'all ads to get here. I called out to you. Hey, are you a hair salon or a stylist or a beauty professional that wants clients but don't like social media? So you have to ask yourself, why am I not approaching my customers the same way that businesses approach me? Most people think I'm not good at technical stuff. Most people also get overwhelmed with the Facebook Ads Manager. And when I say run ads, I don't mean boosting the post. Put a yes in the chat if we've ever boosted a post. Then some people think, hey, ads are just too complex and they never work. You may also be thinking, I'm not a graphic designer. I'm not a professional photographer. Can't afford fancy photo shoots. I'm not good at marketing or writing captions. I don't even have time to figure any of this stuff out. Do you recommend cold, warm, and hot ads? And like much do you recommend to spend? Um, for local service ads, I don't believe there's a need for a cold, warm, or hot. And for anyone that's not familiar with what she's meaning, cold means people that don't know you exist. Warm is like, let's say someone that's probably liked your post or commented or followed you. Hot, let's say that's someone that's been to your booking site and started to book but didn't finish. With the new Advantage Plus targeting, you no longer have to like segment ads like that. Facebook will literally figure it out. That's my main concern. Understanding funnels as always seem tech. Got it. Got it. It's gotten a whole lot easier. I promise you. Put a yes in the chat if you know what Canva is. Who's used Canva before? How much? I recommend everyone start with $5 to $10 per day to spend on ads. It's not important what you spend per day. It's important what you spend in total to get the customer. And it's like, how do we figure that out? Who asked me? Leanna asked about the budgeting part. Leanna, give me the average cost of your services so I can try to help you figure out how much you may need to spend to get one customer or anyone for that sake. Put the average. So 195. I'm going to tell you, you want to spend about 30 to 50% of the value of the service. So you're looking at $60 to $100 in ad spend for someone to book. This is in theory. This is something that you will write down and say, hey, once I hit $100 in ad spend and no one has booked this service, I probably need to turn my ad off. No, she literally could spend $100 in 2 days. She could set a $50 per day budget so she can figure it out really fast. $50 per day, that's 2 days, that's $100 spent. If we don't get a booking in 2 days, that's probably a signal that this is not going to work out for us. Because anything over $100 is getting too expensive to get a customer. And in a scenario at $5 per day, I say, hey, start at $5 to $10 per day. The thing is, it's going to take time. If you have a $5 per day budget and you need to spend $100 to get one customer, how many days do you need to run your ads? Where are my mathematicians at? $5 per day on ads, and you need to spend $100 to get one customer. How many days do you need to let your ads run? 20 days. Who wants to wait 20 days for one $195 customer? Now you can, and this is gonna probably blow everyone's mind right now who's ran ads before and didn't get clients. You literally turned your ads off too early. Most of y'all on this call who have tested ads before probably ran $5 or $10 budgets. And you let your ads run not a long time because you got tired of your bank account getting hit by Facebook and you didn't see results. You literally just didn't let your ads run enough and you didn't do math ahead of time. Well, no one told you. I'm telling you now. We have to do math ahead of time. 30 to 50% of the cost of the service. So if I have a client that says, hey, I have a $2,000 K-tip service, hey, ma'am, you need to be willing. I'm not telling you that's the case, but be willing, willing to exchange $1,000 to get someone to book. And that's not the case. Like we literally have a client right now that does K-tips, and she's acquiring customers for about $150, which is really some of the best multiples or results that we're seeing. But it can vary depending on location, depending on competition, depending on obviously your work, your brand. All of that stuff comes into play as well. But I don't want everyone to get focused on budget because even if you run your ads perfectly, where are you sending the traffic to? That's the part that people skip over. Number one, where are we sending this traffic? To DM, to a lead form, to our shitty booking sites? Then, what about your offer? The most important thing to a successful ad campaign is the offer. It's not the targeting, it's not the budget, it's not your location, it's what you're offering. Because do you think I could run an ad with a $1 per day budget and I did the world's worst targeting and I threw up the world's most blurry, shitty ad. But what was clear in the ad was that I was doing K-tip extensions, which is a 2,000, let's say a $3,000 service. I was doing K-tip extensions for $10. Put a yes in the chat if you think anyone will respond to that ad. Even though it was blurry, even though I had misspellings, even though my targeting was off, even though I put a $1 budget, the offer outweighs everything. So I understand, okay, you do locks or you do sew-ins or you do nails, but what can you also include in that service to make the end user feel like they're getting more bang for their buck, where they feel like they're almost stealing from you? That's what you have to consider, because if you have $100 lock retwist service and a lady down the street has a like who do we go to? And both of y'all do good work. But let's say you throw in and I'm being extreme with it, but let's say you throw in a massage, shoulder massage, scalp massage, foot rub, glass of wine, a voucher to McDonald's. Which one seems like a better deal? The $100 just for the locks, or the one that comes with the massage and the McDonald's voucher? So consider that part too when you're marketing your business. What's your offer? Come up with a really good offer. Because another thing when you're running ads is your ads are going out to people that don't know you and they behave different. People that don't know you behave a whole like the burden is on you. Y'all have clients right now that probably go through hell and high water to book with you. Like if your booking site is down, they're gonna DM you. If you don't reply to DM, they probably gonna call you. Cold traffic don't behave like that. You probably misspell one letter on your ad, and they'll be like, "I'm not f them. They're unprofessional." So it's on you. We can't approach cold people like we approach the people that know us. It's on us to convince them to give us or give up the money. So keep that in mind. Don't have this entitled mentality. I have a client like, she's like, oh well, people used to book me back in the day. Like it's getting different out here. Like we have to be better. Anyway, hopefully that helped someone. Now if you can click on mouse, the question was about Canva. I know we're getting a little bit sidetracked. But I'm just trying to provide y'all with as much valuable information that y'all can take and like go do something with. We don't need the photo shoots and photographers. I literally had who's been receiving the text from our AI assistant. Anybody on here? I saw one of the replies. They were like, "I don't have money for a photo shoot." You don't need to have a photo shoot for ad content, like at all. Just get a picture of your work and put some words on it. If you can click a mouse, tap a screen, take a picture or video on your phone, really quickly put a yes in the chat. Let me see how advanced y'all really are. Who knows what Chat GPT is? Who's using Chat GPT? We literally have everything we need to make content right now. Chat GPT and Canva. And I can go a step further. We have like VO3. It's VEO3. That's a tool by Google that will literally throw up video, make videos for you. There's another tool, HeyGen. HeyGen will make content for you. Like you literally can clone yourself, take a video of yourself, and clone yourself, and give HeyGen, HEYGEN, a prompt, and say, "Hey, make me a little ad for my local hair business." All you would have to do, you can either use their AI voices or you can say the script yourself, and it would just match the lips with your little your AI clone with what you're saying. So my point is, it's getting easier and easier and easier for us to participate. Again, even for those of us that don't want to be on camera and all of that stuff. Now, here's the formula that we use with creating ads. Remember when you were doing like beauty services, you're selling a transformation. So in the visual of your ad, you sell the after. On the right side, it's like Dallas raw hair on hand ready for pickup. We're calling out to people in Dallas and people who care about raw hair on hand ready for pickup. How do we get this? We go to the competitors' comment sections. All of the questions are saying, "Do y'all have hair on hand ready for pickup?" It's like, no, it'll be here in like a week. No, it'll be here in 2 days. So we're letting them know, like before they even ask, like, "Hey, we're in Dallas. We have our hair on hand ready for pickup." At the bottom of the ad, we're calling out, "Hey, 3 bundles starting at $400." We're putting all relevant information that we need in the ad creative itself to filter people out before they get on our website. This is important too. A lot of the times we run terrible ad creatives. And if you run terrible ad creative, you're going to get terrible people in your DM, or terrible leads, or terrible people on your website. The one on the left, same concept. Attention, Santa Clarita. That's the city they're in. Now accepting new clients for my healthy hair silk press special. If you're not in Santa Clarita, you're going to scroll. If you don't care about healthy hair silk press, you're going to scroll. This is how you do targeting. Everyone's always asking, what interest do I use? What interest do I use? Who I target? You don't need it. You use Advantage Plus targeting. That means Facebook is going to do their magic. You just need to make sure you're calling out to who you want in your ad. Put a yes in the chat if this is making sense. We no longer need interest. We just need to be very specific about who we call out to in the ad. Who on here is not in the beauty space? Hopefully, we're probably gonna get a 1% slip through, but I called out to who I needed to be on this call. I called out literally in the ad. Then when you landed on my funnel to opt in, I filtered out even more. We're doing the same process for services. Now, the key to laser targeted ads is going to get you more bookings. Quality content. So you want to use content that's going to grab somebody's attention and stop them from scrolling. That's the purpose of the visual. Grab attention and stop the scroll. Then your copy. Copy is just another. That's what they use in the marketing word for like marketing world for like written text. On Instagram, we'll refer to it as our caption. So let's say caption. Remember, our ad creative, the actual visual part, the photo or the video, is to stop the scroll. But we also want to do some filtering. So in our ad creative, we're gonna call out, hey, somebody put your city, your service, and your price in the chat, just so I can make sure everyone is understanding what I mean. City, service, price. So you go to your Instagram page and you go get a piece of content, get 2 or 3 pieces of content that has performed abnormally. Meaning, if you average 10 likes and this photo or video has 100 likes, that's technically viral in your realm. That's technically viral. That means people really like this. That's the content you're going to use as your ad. Hey, Phoenix. Ladies in Phoenix, we're now offering a sew-in special. Includes scalp massage and steam treatment and foot massage for only $250. We're calling out ladies in Phoenix. We're telling them what we want now that we have their attention. So with the copy formula or your caption formula, somebody put this in the chat: hook, story, offer, or hook, value, offer. The purpose of the hook is to grab someone's attention. Hook, value, offer. So any written text, anything, any words that's on our actual ad creatives is technically a hook. Sandy Springs, we're now offering lock retie starting at $600 or $165. So the hook again is you calling out and grabbing attention. The value part is essentially you explaining what's included in the deal. So we're gonna retie your locks. We're gonna shampoo, deep condition, oil, steam, massage, glass of wine. The last part is the offer or the call to action. You're telling me what to do next. Okay, you've grabbed my attention. I'm in Sandy Springs. I'm interested in the lock retie. I have $165. Okay, I like everything that you're including, the wine, the massage, all of that. Now the last part is what do I do next? You have my attention. I'm interested. Now what? Tap the book now button below the book. DM us to book. Tap the sign up button below. Does it make sense? So hook, explanation of the offer, what to do next, which is the call to action. Dallas, Texas, we're now offering $250 sew-ins. Comes with a massage and a voucher to Grand Lux. We have 6 slots available this week. If you like the book, tap the book now button below. Is this making sense to everybody? Hook, value, offer. If it doesn't make sense, go to ChatGPT and say, hey, I'm offering a $250 sew-in special in Dallas, Texas. Here's everything that's included. Can you give me ad copy based on the hook, value, offer format? That's all you have to do if this is not making sense. And it's going to give you written text that you can put or paste under your ad for your captions. Now, the last part of laser targeted ads is that pixel. Remember, we talked a little bit about the pixel earlier. Your pixel is to actually track your ads to see if they're working. The second function of the pixel is to laser target your ads to get them in front of people that are likely to do business with you. Most booking sites don't allow for a pixel. So what happens is you serve an ad, they click on your ad, and then they go to a property that is not owned by Facebook. By having that pixel on your site, that literally directly connects your website to Facebook. Facebook literally now technically owns your site somewhat. Own meaning they can see everybody that come there and they can see what they're doing when they get there. Can you say what to type into chat? Tell chat your service, the price of your service and what's included. And say, hey, can you give me ad copy or can you give me a caption using the hook, value, offer format. Okay, so let me ask this. Do you think your ads will perform better if once someone clicks on your ad, they go to your website and Facebook can't see what's happening? Or do you think your ads will perform better if they go to your site and you have a pixel and Facebook knows everything that the person is doing? Like how long they were on your site, what buttons they click, did they actually buy something, did they actually check out? And this is important because Facebook will now optimize your ads to get in front of more people that are likely to take the desired action, which in our case is bookings. We want more booked appointments. And we literally can tell Facebook, hey, show my ads to people that are likely to book. And when I say, hey, we don't need to use targeting anymore, because Facebook is getting more and more intrusive and more intelligent, you can literally think about the messaging platforms that Facebook owns. And the craziest part is like a lot of us are by default not using our built-in, let's say iMessage or our built-in like SMS platform. And by default, we're communicating through what? Messenger. We're communicating through DM. We're communicating through WhatsApp. Put a yes in the chat if you use all three of those platforms to communicate with friends and family. You get your pixel from Facebook. It's just a piece of code that goes on your site. So if Miss White say, hey, a tree just fell on my car. I need a new car, Susan. Let's say she has a friend named Susan. You don't think Facebook is picking that up? And as soon as she get back on her feed, whether it's Facebook or Instagram, she's going to be served up an ad for a car and a tree removal service that removes trees off cars. It's the same with your services. I could just move to a new city. Hey, Siobhan, do you know any local hairstylists that do sew-ins? Maybe she says no. Friend's going to get an ad for a sew-in as soon as she gets on Facebook, Instagram, or whatever else Meta owns. Yeah, I know they just dropped the new glasses with the display in it. So as soon as they get smaller and cheaper and accessible to everybody, we will wear them, and the ads will be right in your eyes. You don't even have to worry about picking your phone up. So that's the functionality of the Pixel, to get an understanding of who's likely to do business with you, so it can make sure your ads are getting in front of people that are likely to take the desired action that you told Facebook you want them to take. Everybody clear on what a pixel is and how this can benefit their ads drastically? Put a yes in the chat. Is anyone learning anything on this webinar so far? Have I somewhat fulfilled on my promise? Now, here's reasons that your ads typically don't work. Number one, we used the wrong ad objective. Number two, we didn't grab attention. Number three, you didn't send your ad traffic to a funnel. I don't know where you'd be sending your ads to. Okay, here's our exact ad setup. You can like screenshot this. Okay, we have to be very, very, very specific about who we tell Facebook we want our ads to be seen by. So our campaign objective is always going to be leads. Leads is a name, phone number, and email. Someone that has basically given you permission to contact them. So that's step one. Our ad objective is leads. It's not traffic. It's not engagement. It's not awareness. It's not any of that stuff. It's leads. And I know that may seem counterintuitive, especially with traffic. But traffic literally means they will show your ads to people that are likely to click on your ad. Like that's literally it. And you have to try to envision this in your mind. The last part of everybody's booking process is probably some type of confirmation page. Excuse me. Is that accurate? Like after I book an appointment with you, does it take me to like a page, a confirmation page? It says, hey, like thanks for booking. How we set up our ads is telling Facebook we only want people that are likely to make it to that confirmation page. Think about it. We show an ad to somebody that's just going to click on our ad. That's just the first part. They literally just click and they didn't do anything else. we need to tell, hey, we need people that make it all, and we literally can tell them exactly, how we want people that make it to the confirmation page. So campaign objective, leads. The next step is where we do our targeting. Our conversion location is our website. This is to happen on our website. Could I use this for my digital? Definitely. I sell digital products. We have clients with digital products selling 10K per month or more of digital products. Same process. It's just, all of this is a filtering process. Now, can someone put in the chat the second red arrow? What is that pointing to? It says conversion event. What's the conversion event that we're telling Facebook? Remember, we have to be very specific about what direction we give to Facebook. If you can't see that, it says schedule. So we've set up, this is based on the pixel. You see it says pixel. That's the name of our pixel, DallasOwens.com. We basically told Facebook, anyone that has made it to our confirmation page is considered a scheduled appointment. Does that make sense? If that makes sense, put a yes in the chat. We literally like set up our pixel to say, hey, anyone that has made it to this specific URL, because your confirmation page has a specific URL. Just a little bit technical, but this is how it works. Your confirmation page has a specific URL. Let's say, Elise, am I saying your name right? It's elisehair.com/booking. That's the page they go to book. Once they book, your domain changes to elisehair.com/confirmation. So with your pixel being installed on your website, anytime that .com/confirmation URL fires up, Facebook know, hey, that's a booked appointment. Mark that down. So that's why we're telling Facebook, hey, our conversion event to optimize for is schedules. Here's our next set of targeting. We're in Dallas. We do a 10-mile radius of our city. Our age range is 25 to 45. That's the people that we like. Obviously, you can serve younger or older. For your age, put the people, the demographic that you like. This is an old ad setup. So you can see here it says hair extension, lace wig. Everyone on here, you do just want to use interest in your ads, you can use these. If not, you see at the top where it says Advantage Detail Targeting Plus. By default, Advantage Plus Targeting will be turned on inside of your ads. So you don't even need to select interest. Here's a proof. These laser targeted ads work so well, we ended up spending over $6,300 in total to generate 177 new appointments at an average cost of $36 per appointment. And this was for that $425 bundle deal. Now, this is a third function of the pixel. We actually get to see our data inside of the ads manager. So inside of the ads manager, number one, we could see how many appointments we generated from the ads, which is important. Because if we can't see how many appointments we're generating from our ads, how do we know the ads are working? How do we know it wasn't a word of mouth, or it was from Google, or it was from TikTok, or wherever it came from? So we get to track how many appointments from the ads. On top of that, we get to track how much we're spending per appointment, which is also important. Because if it's a $25 service and it costs us $36 in ads to get someone to book that service, we may not want to keep taking that deal. Then that's the total 6,372. Now, I don't want to discourage anyone with the $6,000. This ad campaign literally started at $5 per day. Once we see $5 per day working, okay, let's go 10. Let's go 20. Let's go 30. That's how you slowly scale up your ads. Do your ads work on small budgets? If yes, okay, increase the budget. Is it still working? Yes, increase a little bit more. We got all the way up to $25. That was the most we were willing to spend. The other thing about $25, we really couldn't take any more clients. We literally could have spent $100 per day, but she couldn't handle 4 people per day, so it didn't matter. And you have to ask yourself, put a yes in the chat if you would spend $36 to get someone into your chair for a silk press or a sew-in or your locks or whatever the case may be. Keep in mind the $36 is just in theory. It could be more, it could be less, depending on your location, type of services you offer. This is just an example. Now, the truth is you don't even have to worry about setting up your own ads. We'll walk you through the ad process step by step. Any questions about ads? I know we talked a lot in the ad section. Any questions about ads before I get to the last and final secret? Everybody clear on ads? Put a yes in the chat. If you have questions, raise your hand and I can unmute you. What is the easiest way to set up a lead magnet? You can create your lead magnet inside of the easiest way. I'll say this. I use ChatGPT to write up the lead magnets. Um, then I put that text inside of a Google Doc, and I give out that link. That's the easiest way. I would need more context on who the lead magnet is for, like what you're actually trying to do to give you a better idea. But that's how I make like digital products. I typically use chat to write it up, unless it's a video that I have to make. I put it in a Google Doc. This would be for a break class. You probably need to make it a little bit cute or something. So use Canva to make your I guess it's an ebook or something. Use Canva to make it. Now you just need to figure out how you're going to deliver it. So it's either you're going to manually send this out. If you have volume of people like signing up, you're going to need automations in place. I recommend ClientMe.ai. That's us to fulfill on the delivery of your lead magnet. But when you're just getting started, you're not getting a lot of people signing up. You literally could just manually send it to people. Now, secret three, this last secret, automatic follow up, having systems in place to follow up potential and existing clients. Put a yes in the chat if you ever heard the term "the money is in the follow up." This is a term that's typically used like in the marketing world because a lot of us don't like following up with people. Put a yes in the chat if you ever received an text or email from Amazon, Temu, Target, Walmart, Fashion Nova. Ever received any texts or emails from these people? These are examples of automations. And again, we have to ask ourselves, hey, if the largest businesses in the world are approaching our customers like this, why are we not? Because we do have the tools now. Another thing you have to consider is with all of these people vying for the attention of your customers, sometimes your clients literally may not book with you because they have gotten their attention. If I got the intention of your customer, I could potentially get their money. So it's literally a thing where someone may have been browsing something on Amazon. Amazon is very smart. And let's say that thing was $2.99, and Amazon said, you know what? Let's test it at $2.25. See if she bite. And they sent her a push notification alert on her phone. It's like, hey, that new blender you like is now $2.25. That's literally the money she was going to use to get her hair done. But it was like, hey, this deal only lasts for 1 day, so you better take advantage. And she gave your money to Amazon. So that's why it's important that we also have follow-up systems in place to nurture and stay on top of our leads or our potential customers so that they don't spend their money elsewhere. Now, most of you get clients in the door, but don't intentionally collect contact info. Or you collect, if any of these sound like you, put a yes in the chat. You collect contact info, but don't use it. You collect contact info, but don't know how often to follow up. You don't want to scare anyone off. You don't know what to say. You don't know what softwares to use to follow up. In my experience, in order to get fully booked, you need follow-up automation in place. You can't rely on customers to book on their own. You can't rely on always having to chase new customers. The money is in getting your old customers back into the chair. And some things to consider is like sometimes clients like lose your number. So that's why follow-up is so important. You can't rely on social media to show your full audience that your books are open. How many of you put a one in the chat if you like post on social media that your books are open? Hey guys, October books are open. I said it a lot, but it's like if you have 10,000 followers, like what percentage of your audience is going to see that? Instagram, Facebook, TikTok, whoever is not going to show your full audience that your books are open. But if you have 10,000 leads and you send out a text blast that say, "Hey, my books are open," you better believe all 10,000 people are going to see that message. Now, some people also think I don't know how to collect clients' info, don't know how to set up automations, don't know what to send, don't know how often to send it. Here's how we do it. We send emails and texts every 3 to 4 days. So there's not a week that goes by where they're not receiving some type of communication. Now, the it's not important how frequently is more important what we how you scare people off is you're always talking about money. Hey, Ashley, get $10 off when you book today. And we send another text next week, 20% off sale. Another text, $100 off. That's always like basically talking about money. You want to lead with value. Somebody put lead with value in the chat. What we send is reviews. You have to think what's in it for the end user. Yeah, money is fine. But if it's just all money, it's like, okay, you keep asking for bookings pretty much. Seeming kind of desperate over there. But if you lead with value, reviews, educational content, FAQ, that's 3 emails. One review email. Go to your Google My Business listing, take a screenshot of one of your 5-star reviews, put it in the text. Hey, look what Pam had to say about our sew-ins. One educational text or email. Go to YouTube or Instagram, throw up a tutorial on how to maintain a fresh sew-in. Take that link, put it in a text or email. This is making sense? FAQ. Well, where do we get FAQ from? Go to chat and say, hey, I do locks. Give me 20 FAQ clients may have about locks after they get service. Give me 20 FAQ clients may have about locks before they be specific about who we're talking to. Is this making sense to everybody? Review educational content FAQ. Another way where you can get FAQ questions. Somebody put their service in the chat. Google has a people also ask section. Nobody want to put their service? Okay, I'll put a service. So ends. So we're going to scroll to people also ask right here. These are FAQs. How long does a sew-in last? Write up an email. Hey, Siobhan, are you wondering how long would your sew-in last once you book it? Well, sew-in typically lasts 6 to 8 weeks, depending on how you maintain it. You go ahead and answer the question. You provide your value. If you're still interested in booking your sew-in, I have a few slots that just opened this week. If you'd like to book, tap the link in the bottom of this email. Which is better, a wig or a sew-in? So you can get your FAQs from Google as well. You literally just click on these and it's going to give you like more questions. Like people are not booking your services because they don't understand this stuff. I know a lot of y'all's like, it should be common sense if you can sleep with sew-in. You can't. You have to understand. Like I promise you, it's people literally not booking your services right now because of lack of information. That's why this is a thing in Google, because people are not getting the answer to these questions on Instagram, on TikTok, because all we do on those platforms is show probably the before and the after. It's not really a lot of education on those platforms. Someone put Fusion extensions. Scroll down. People also ask, how long? Disadvantages. Okay, so are we understanding we can get FAQ questions from Google? These are also questions you can create content around. You stick your camera in your face, you hit record. Hey, y'all, are you wondering if Fusion hair extensions are worth it? I'm so funny. Then you answer the question in your video. Then you make a call to action at the end. You can go live about this. This is a good idea. Yes, this is how I started. Like literally, I grow salons. I had a list of questions about Instagram and stuff, and I literally went live every day. If y'all don't believe me, scroll down. I literally have like you can see like lives back to back. Instagram used to have a limit of 60 minutes per live. I literally have one day where I went live back to back to back for 4 hours straight, like just answering questions. So let me give you one more idea before I move on. Imagine you get 30 questions and you have one of your clients or one of your friends interview you, you give them the questions. You can do a long form interview. You answer all of these questions. Then you would chop out each individual question as its own piece of content. I know we like, oh, we don't want to be on social media. Now you have 30 individual pieces of content you can post. So that's one method to get a lot of content in one shot. Also doing something you love. A lot of y'all probably like talking about this stuff. Have one of your clients interview you. Take one long form interview. Every question you would chop out into its own like individual video. Okay, so with all that being said, now if we ever have a slow week, we simply send out a text or email blast to fill up our empty slots. Is there a different type of? Oh, I don't. Here's a prompt that y'all can put into ChatGPT to write out your emails in text. Y'all can do a screenshot. Put a yes in the chat if y'all want me to plug this in the chat to see what it comes up with. So now we no longer have to guess what we gonna put in our text or emails. Like we have chat. Chat is like a free writer amongst everything else under the sun. Let's see. So we're just gonna paste this into chat. So the outline part, you just put your service here. Then this, I mean, underlined. Then the other outline part, you just put like, whatever is contextually relevant for you. So it's giving us a sequence, what to expect, build trust, time and immediate for. So whatever with this. But here's the actual emails. Welcome, beautiful. Let's make your sewing last. Hey, first name. Thanks for trusting me with your hair. Y'all set for your sewing. Expected to look good, feel great. And last one, care for right. Keep an eye for my next message with care tips. So it's really like setting them up, setting expectations so they know what to expect with the next emails. Then it's giving care tips, wrap up at night. Like we have to understand, like we're in a time where we can build our perfect ideal client. How many of y'all's businesses would be better if your clients were like properly educated about everything they needed to know about your services? So it's like your text and your email is the opportunity to start building your ideal customer. Start educating your people. Like if I do a bad job on this webinar, I can't convey what I'm trying to convey. It's not going to be good any good for me. So again, we have to approach our customers the same way. So this is your opportunity to build that trust, build that rapport, build that authority. Like, man, she knows everything that's on my like. This is what people are going to be thinking as they get these emails. Like, man, she knows like everything. So they'll start to view you as such. So you can plug this prompt. I got like 5 more seconds. Screenshot, screenshot, screenshot. You plug this prompt into ChatGPT and retweak it. If you like the content that it gives you, say, hey, like give me 10 more, give me 30 more, give me 100 more emails. That way you have the email sequence that's built out for 100 emails long, where you know that your customers are always getting content to keep your business top of mind. And here's proof. We received over $2,000 in deposits in the last 45 days just from sending out these simple emails and texts. This is the back end of our ClimbMe.ai software. So we can assign a value to each one of our leads. We had $36,000 worth of leads. Then if you go all the way down, it said receive deposit. We received 2.1K in deposits. Then if you go to the right a little bit more, it says 5.77% conversion rate. That means out of every 100 people we sent the email to, we got 5 people to book. So this is important because we get to visualize how our funnel is working. We also get to see how effective our email and text communication strategies are working. Put a yes in the chat if you're clear on automations. A yes in the chat if you're clear on automations. Again, don't worry, we'll do a Q&A. At the end, I'll stay as long as y'all need. If you're just like too shy to ask now. Brianna, go ahead.
I'm sorry, I didn't even know I pressed the the button. I was just listening.
Okay, no problem.
Sorry.
Okay, no. Now put a yes in the chat if you want to see this entire process live. I'm not going to show you unless we get like 10, 15 yeses. I'm going to show you the actual ads, how much money has been spent, how many clients have been generated, everything. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Okay, give me 1 second while I get it pulled up. Okay, so this is one of my clients, Soleil. She does brows. Let's see. This is her service funnel. We also sell her course. Okay, so this is the last 30 days. You can see 8/21, 2025, 9/21, 2025. We have 91 opt-ins. In this case, the opt-in is a booked appointment because we don't capture leads on this funnel. It's only a booked appointment. This is her funnel. We have what we're offering at the very top, 99 brow lamination, flash sale. Location, right at the bottom, book your appointment, pay a $25 deposit. This is the one I was telling you where she's basically breaking even on her ads to get customers into the door. This is what the funnel looks like. Wait, let me see. I can't see y'all. Proof, proof, proof. Are y'all liking this so far? Again, we're just showing proof that she can fulfill on what she's talking about. She can actually do the brows. So lots of videos, reviews, before and afters. We have all relevant information on this funnel for someone to make a decision while they're on this funnel. FAQ. And right now she's performing at a 3.69 conversion rate. That means every 100 visitors we send over to this site, we get 3.6 people to book. Okay. Any questions about the funnel and the ads? I mean the funnel so far. They're not going to the ads. Again, this is the appointment. I mean the funnel, first page of the funnel. If they click this schedule button, it's going to take them back up here to book. This is the confirmation page. This is the page that when it fires, Facebook knows a booked appointment has happened. Hey, they're going to say, hey, write that down. Okay, let's go look at the ads. Yes, we do have a done for you service. It will be just my luck that I get logged out of my ad account. Hopefully not. Let's see. Um, so yes, we have a done with you and done for you service. Okay, so we're going to go into her ad account. Last 30 days. Facebook is off by 4 appointments. They're showing 87 on the funnel software. We're showing 91. So that's the number we go with because that's the actual real number. So sometimes Facebook will be off. In the last 30 days, we spent $1,900. We've booked 87 or 91 new appointments at an average cost of $22 per appointment. So I'm going to go inside the actual ad setup. Remember, we want leads. Conversion location is website. This is our pixel. Remember, we're telling Facebook we need scheduled appointments. Right now, we're at $65 per day. I've been working with her over a year. She's literally added 3 new people since we started working together. So in this case, we just spend more money on ads. We literally started at about $20 per day. How much is she spending? Okay, great question. I gave you the price. It's $99, right? I showed you 91 appointments. Somebody do the quick math for me. I just showed you what she spent. She spent $1,900. Somebody put the number in the chat when y'all figure it out. Atlanta, 15-mile radius. That's our targeting. Remember, we're using the Advantage Plus audience, so we're not giving Facebook any interest. Okay, here's the ad creatives. We're currently running this one, this one, this one, this one, this one. I think all of these are running. I'll just show y'all a few of the ads. We're calling out attention Atlanta, 99 brow lamination flash sale. Super simple content. That's one ad. Another ad. Nobody gonna do the math for me? $99 times 91 appointments. I think she's saying $10,009. Okay, so you figure out the return on investment from there. It's a 5x close to. We spent 1,900 to generate 10,000 in 30 days. That's a beautiful return. And that's not counting future revenue, okay, or $9,009. That's upfront. That's the best case scenario that we're profitable up front. Imagine how many times you're going to see your client within a year. Now that 9,000 becomes 20 and 30 and 40 and $50,000. But yeah, that's some of the ads. Again, we have our pixel installed so we can see what we're spending on average to get an appointment depending on the actual ad creative. So right now, this one is performing the best. It's getting us appointments at $9. And that lets us know, hey, we probably need to create more content that's similar to this. So this is literally the entire process. I showed you the ads, I showed you the creatives, I showed you the targeting, what we're spending, how much money has been made, how many appointments has been generated. Y'all also feel free to contact her. It's I believe Soleil Aesthetics on Instagram. But yeah, that's pretty much it. Um Dion, go ahead. Dion, you can unmute. Maybe that was an accident. Donica. Okay, I think that was an accident. I love ManyChat. That was one of the platforms I was using when I started. For the automations, like somebody texts on your profile, sends them a DM. But our platform, yeah, your hand was raised. It went down now. Our platform has the same functionality as ManyChat. Like if somebody say, "Hey, comment so in on my post," and we'll send you our booking link. We do that as well. Now, let me ask you a question. Have you learned something that you can apply to your business? If so, put a yes in the chat. Have you learned something that you can apply to your business tonight? If you have learned something that you can apply to your business, do I now have permission to tell you about our offer? Put a yes with some exclamation marks. If I now have permission to tell you about our offer. So far we've covered secret one, high converting booking sites that are designed to make people want to book with you. Secret two, automatic awareness, so using ads to get your business in front of people that want to book. Automatic follow-up, so having systems in place to follow up potential and existing clients. Now, everything that I just provided you with is enough for you to go out on your own and generate new clients on autopilot and get fully booked. But you have to ask yourself, how much time would it take you to learn and implement? Now, I kind of like dumbed it down and simplified it, but from scratch, if you had to do this from scratch, realistically, some of you can probably learn and implement everything in 15 to 30 days. But do you really have time to waste? 15 to 30 days, 3 to 5 hours per day, 45 to 150 hours in total to learn and implement. On average, most of you charge about $100 for an hour of your time. So you're looking at $4,500 to $15,000 of opportunity cost. That means the time is going to take you to figure this out. You literally could just go and service clients and just make money that you would just normally make. Now, there are a few of you that want a personalized solution. You want personalized help to the problem of not being fully booked. If that sounds like you, put a yes in the chat. Who wants a personalized solution to getting fully booked without having to rely on social media? So introducing our fully booked in 60-day system. Who this is for is for beauty professionals that want to make more money, become financially free, control their income, never worry about where your next client is coming from. You want to have a system in place that works for you 24/7 while you get to focus on your business. Now, here are the two options that we have. We have a done with you option where we give you access to our custom booking software. We show you how to set up your ads. We give you access to our coaches. This option is 2497 to start, then 197 per month for access to our coaching and our software. Coaching consists of we do 5 morning coaching calls Monday through Friday. We also have one-on-one support if needed. That means we'll hop on the Zoom with you and you can handle any issues you may have with the software. Option 2 is done for you. We build out this entire system for you and install it into your business. It's up and running in about 7 days. Once your ads are launched, your funnel is launched, we typically see our first booking within 3 days. The done for you option is $3,997 to start and $197 per month. If everybody is clear on the two options, put a yes in the chat. Done with you and done for you. We do have financing available. We have multiple payment options available as well. Keep in mind, you have to apply and schedule a call to work with us. I'm not going to put a link for you to pay because we don't take everyone we take people that we have a high chance of getting results for. If we're clear on that, put a yes in the chat. You have to apply and schedule a call to work with us. Here's proof. These are people that were literally on the same webinar as you and actually took action free. I was able to book 22 new appointments in 45 days with only a $5 per day budget. Brow Detective got our first booking 24 hours after launching her ads. This client received her first booking the morning after launching her funnel. This was free again. This was Thomas. I think he does like a hair replacement service. Had his first $500 client. This is Cece. She does countertops. Cece has probably made the most out of anybody in the program, obviously because she has $4,000 and $20,000 jobs, but she's been with us over a year. My point about this is even if whatever you do, you can do taxes, insurance, this still works for you. Princess literally came into the group to fuss at me. I've been running my ass for over 4 weeks, no leads. I tried joining the Zoom last night, no one let me in. Actually, the Zoom was over. So I literally had to hop on the Zoom with her. She didn't know how to check her leads. She actually had 25 leads like waiting to get a booked appointment. Kishara, basically saying this is one of the best investments she ever made. 7 bookings in 14 days with this client. India, she actually uses Lost Genius as well as our service. She had 2 upfront payments for her service. Candace, y'all probably seen her ad. She was actually fully booked up until June, but this was from December. She literally started working with us in December and booked all the way up until June. This is Keishar again. This is the one where she actually said this is one of the best investments she's ever made. She's fully booked out as well. Someone mentioned earlier on the call they moved to a new city. This was the same situation with this stylist. She had just moved to Vegas. Good morning, Troy. Thanks for everything. Things slightly picked up. Got my first 2 celebrity clients, so thank you. What a day. And she was basically messaging to discuss ad spend. This is Soleil. This is the one I just showed you. She was doing 20 to 40 clients per month. Told you she added 3 new stylists, so now she has to at least get 100 new clients per month. If you've seen enough and you know we can help you get clients, put a yes in the chat. Again, if you've seen enough and know we can help you get clients, put a yes in the chat. Now, here's the thing. We only have a capacity to take on 5 applicants. You can count the number of yeses in the chat. We're definitely going to fill up all 5 slots. Once we get 5 signups, we're going to close the link out. Now, if you're ready to sign up and get fully booked, put a yes, I'm ready in the chat, and I'm going to drop the link to apply. What's going to happen is once you apply, it's going to ask you some questions. Please answer honestly. If you're approved to hop on a call, it will then take you to our calendar where we will speak with you. Now, before I drop the link, let me be very clear who this is not for. If you need a miracle, meaning like if this don't work, you're gonna like go do Uber or somebody was literally on the call and said they're gonna do Airbnb. If that's you, you have that mentality, this is not for you. This is for someone that's getting consistent clients and you want to fill up empty slots on your calendar because that's costing you money. If you're not ready to invest, this is not for you. If you're entitled, not for you. If you're an excuse maker, not for you. Habitual chargeback filer, not for you. Is everybody clear on who this is not for? If you are any of these, you can just go ahead and exit the call. We don't need you in the program at all. Okay, so if you see value in what we have to offer and you're ready to get fully booked, I'm going to put the link in the chat. So the link is going to take you to this page, and you're going to go through this application. It's like 11 questions. Thank you. Not for me at this time. No problem. Okay, the link now is in the chat.